In this next video, we'll learn how to delete rows from a table. And I'm still working with the My Customer table that we have. And I'm going to go to a SQL window again and show you a SQL window I already have some commands typed up into. And this time we'll learn the delete from command. So the delete from command allows you to delete rows in a table. In this case, the table is My Customer. And then you specify a where clause, which tells you which rows from that table you want to delete. And the where clause allows you to put in a logical statement in here, which will define the rows that you want to delete. In this case, I want to delete where the customer ID equals 2. So going back to my table, you'll remember that I have a row of 2 that is Sally Jones, right? So when I run this next command, you would guess that that row would be gone. So let me highlight this just one command. This is a little trick for you. If you have several commands, you want to run just one, highlight that one row or that one command and press the play button. And you'll see here that one row is affected. If I go back and now retrieve this table, notice that row customer ID of 2 is gone. Okay, so delete worked. Another form of this command is the same, but here I'm going to say where customer ID equals 2 now, and notice that since this comment's wrong, change that. So my comment here, and by the way, this is also a little trick, is that 2 dashes in a command file would actually be a comment line, so you can actually put some referential comments with your commands. This will help people read your code, or yourself read your code even. But we don't have anybody with a customer ID of 2, so this command, this delete command, should do nothing. And when we run it, so let's run it anyway. Let's see what happens. Okay, and notice the bottom here, it says 0 rows affected. That makes sense because remember, we already deleted customer ID equals 2, and so it doesn't exist in the table, so nothing was changed in this table. All right. A command of delete from just the table name, just so you know, will delete all the rows from the table. So that's a very command you want to be very careful with. All right, it's going to go and empty your table out. So if I were to run that, I would end up with no rows in my table. So let's give that a shot. So 2 rows affected because that's what was left in my table before the delete command. So if I were to retrieve this table, notice that there's no more data in it, so all gone. So be very careful with the delete from without a where clause. So that's a quick overview of the delete command within SQL.